Yo and hello, good evening everyone, and welcome back to Minions of the Zoo. It is 1596 on the night stream, and I am your keeper this evening, Delahazed. Joining me tonight, I have, as always, Terry Diamantis
Hello.
and Hey Camel.
Good evening.
How are you both doing this evening?
I am
Thank you,
slightly irritated that the traffic decided right now was the time to pick up and get loud.
Well, I mean, at least we won't be lacking background noise.
True enough. That's why you keep inviting me. It's the background noise.
It's the ambience.
There you go. I was about to say that exactly.
It's like the night of the Roxbury. You know, we have to we're bringing the outside in and the inside out.
And those guys, in that movie, they weren't on any drugs whatsoever when they thought that up.
That is the most amazing part. Like, imagine not needing drugs to come up with that head bob.
Yeah, that's the only thing I know about that movie is the head bob.
Anytime that song comes on, as soon as I hear the words "What is love," I start doing it.
Of course.
It's just reflex. I don't even notice it sometimes that I'm doing it.
Okay, if you had to pick a movie to watch, Night at the Roxbury or Corky Romano, which one?
Considering I've seen Night at the Roxbury, I'll take the safe bet.
Terry, have you ever seen?
Okay, so the traffic drowned out one of the options. So Night at the Roxbury, or what was the other one?
Corky Romano, the two Chris Kattan movies.
I haven't seen Corky Romano, so I'd probably just try that one. See how bad it is.
Fair enough.
It's bad, but considering who all's in that movie, it's kind of amazing too. You've got Peter Berg, who I mean, all he does really is directing now. He doesn't act anymore. And then you had Chris Penn, Sean Penn's fatter brother, that was in Footloose, and Reservoir Dogs.
The guy from Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah. Eddie.
Yeah, nice guy Eddie.
And it's got Columbo as the dad,
Oh,
the head
no,
the head of the family. Yeah, Peter Falk is in it. Hey, Costin. Hey, Devil Fruit. Check your logic, Assassin. Cocono, was that right? Coco? No.
Coconoe. I discovered
I'm
this
just gonna call you Coco.
The only reason I know how to pronounce it is because I played the game that the character is from. It's like he's named himself after a character from BlazBlue, and I played quite a lot of that game, so that's how I know the pronunciation.
Mm-hmm. I will also say what Camel said goes ditto from me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for saving me the effort, bud. Always appreciate it.
I do what I can.
Camel's over there feeling used.
Is the stream title a reference to the unboxing that you have planned?
Well, I mean, I was just excited. You know, I've got the game, and I found this nifty little avatar to create today. So,
yeah, I saw you saying that you got the game. It arrived, so I thought this might be either the actual unboxing or an ad for the future unboxing.
Well, I mean, I don't really know how I'm gonna do it yet. Like, I think I might stream it, and just fucking like I've got it recorded and all that jazz. I've got it clipped. Might need to fine tune it a bit. So I'm just being pretty lazy with it, to be honest. I'm taking my time. But I do have it sitting with me right here. If anyone,
nice.
It is heavy. It is approximately 9.5 pounds.
Nice.
Or at least that's what the package said it was in the cardboard box. So maybe about 8 pounds, probably, give or take.
I remember Quiz posting the Kickstarter way back when, and with the shipping, it was just too much, like to have it sent to Australia.
Look, he's finally decided to join us. Hey, Johnny.
How's it going?
Just showing off my big old Batman box.
I see we're rocking the security dog avatar tonight.
Yeah.
You know, they could have used you at the Oscars, sir.
Yeah.
They needed some security there, apparently.
Well, that's what they get for wanting to invite Zelensky.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's what they get for letting black people attend.
That's fair. That's fair.
It was nice having a channel, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, you know, I forgot where we were, but hey, you set it up, me. Nice knowing y'all. Fun while it lasted. Anyways, while we still, before we get caught on by Susan, guys, if you haven't yet, be sure to take a scroll down and make sure that like button is blue or white if you're in the non-lame settings of dark mode. Otherwise, you know, well, that's just very rude now, isn't it? If you want an example of what you should do, here you go. Slap it. Slap it like it hurt your wife's feelings. If at any point we make you laugh, please slap that like button. And if we don't, slap it anyways. Just lie to me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we might have to update hashtag Ike the like. It's now it's rock the like button.
There you go. There you go. So how's it going, Johnny?
Yeah, I'm not too bad.
Right on, right on. What you been up to lately?
Procrastination.
I'm a big
Nice.
fan of that.
As am I. As am I. I was just telling everyone how I've been procrastinating lately. Have you been feeling better at the very least, there, bud?
For the most part, better than yesterday. So we'll leave it at that.
I mean, that's better than nothing. So. I'm a procrastinator. I was gonna type that, but I felt like I could do that later, so I'll just do
Makes
that.
sense. Yeah. Why do now what someone else will do later?
Exactly. And sure as shit, there's someone doing it later for me. Fucking
Exactly.
love it when someone comes along to do my work for me. This is why I have friends.
It's since you mentioned the new game, I got given a free game by someone that I hadn't spoken to in like 6-7 years. It's just like messages me on Steam saying, "Hey, do you want this game?" I was like, "If you're giving it away, I'll take it." And it was like, "Cool." And he sends me the key to put in Steam. It's like, thanks.
Nice.
It turns out he got it from Humble, and he either already had it or didn't want it, I guess. But he's just like, yeah, have it. Cool.
Fair enough.
I won't say no.
Right?
So it's
Why
called
turn down a free
Driftland. I keep forgetting the name of it. Driftland: The Magic Revival is the name of the game. So
Okay.
it's okay. It's very good for a free game, but I'm glad I didn't pay for it.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Johnny, aside from Will Smith smacking Chris Rock, was there anything with the Oscars you cared to mention or not care about?
I have not watched the Oscars since making fun of my friend's ex-girlfriend's sister at an Oscar party during a beer run. Like,
roughly which decade would this have occurred in?
actually, it was about 10 years ago, give or take.
Sick.
Oh, so like back in the Obama administration. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
We got a frame of reference.
Yes. I know it's funny because my friend was dating this girl at the time, and he's like, "Well, you've been single for a while. I'll introduce you to her sister, and we'll see where it goes." And within 2 minutes of saying hello, she was already like, "What are you doing with this guy here? Like, why is he here?" And I'm like, "Well, this is gonna be fun." So she's like, "Well, let's go on a beer run," and I'm like, "Okay, whose car we want to take?" And because I have no problem driving, and she's just like, "We'll just take my car." Okay. And I go, "You're a good driver, aren't you?" And she goes, "Yeah, why are you asking?" I'm like, "I'm just wondering." And you know how when you put a car into gear, you have that initial shock of like when like the transmission does its job and puts it into drive. As soon as I felt that, I just grabbed her seat and I'm like, "Oh God!" Like making fun of her driving, and she did not appreciate that joke. But I loved it. Like,
Oh, naturally.
and that's really all that matters.
You gotta
Yeah.
lean into something like that. I mean,
Oh, I made sure she never wanted me re-invited ever again. And
no, I mean from like her perspective, you gotta lean in. You gotta
well, I was behind her. She was
buckle up for safety, motherfucker.
Right?
Kind of like that that part of it, like Superstar's like, "You boys like Mexico?"
But no, I I made it seem like I was afraid the entire time I was in the back seat.
Mhm.
And
Wait, you were in the back seat of her car while she was driving?
yeah, I was in the back seat. The girls were in the front seat. The guys were in the back seat.
Oh, okay.
So it was her and her sister in the front. And
I thought it was like just the two of you. I didn't realize like there's a group project.
oh no, we all went. Like I didn't even have any problem just running and getting the beer on my own. Like I would have had no problem. But
You're like, yeah, this isn't working out. I'm gonna go get drunk.
But yeah, it was hilarious because he's just like, "Dude, why'd you do that?" And I'm like, "Because she was being a bitch from square one." So like, and so he's like, "Dude," like once because I left maybe like a half hour later because it was uncomfortable for me to even be there. So I took a quarter of the beer and I left. And so he's like, "Dude, I did not hear anything other than her bitching about you making a joke about her driving." Like it was like 3 hours of her bitching, and it was like throughout the entire Oscars that they were watching that she was just complaining.
Oh
And
my God.
I go, "You know what? I try to make an impact."
I mean, sounds like you dodged a bullet.
Oh
Fair
yeah,
enough.
it sucks because she was cute, but yeah, she was a total bitch.
Oh, did you guys see the girl in the dryer on Twitter?
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm sorry, what?
It's a thread with like video clips of a girl stuck in a dryer, and
Another one?
not one of those videos. Okay, first of all, like an actual girl stuck in a dryer. Cops are called to like help get her out.
Yeah, another one?
I mean, first one I saw today. I didn't know there was multiple.
I mean, I'm not today, but like I think it's been a while since it's happened.
It
but
could have been
yeah.
recycled, but it's the first time I've seen it.
Yeah, fair
It's the
enough.
first I'd seen of it, but it could
Damn.
have been an old video for all I know.
I could have actually just fair enough.
funny hee character.
But yeah, this is recorded on a phone, so bear with me here. But this is me getting the Batman game in the mail the other day.
I just had a revelation.
What's
Because
that?
it's Sir Mix-a-Lot, he would have been the perfect person to play the Dark Knight.
Well played, sir. Well played. Yeah,
That would be awesome. I hope he gets like a legit knighthood, just so he can be the actual Sir Mix-a-Lot.
right. That'd be awesome.
We need to get the Queen on this before she dies.
I don't think Americans can hold titles like that, can they?
We'll make an exception.
Yes, anyone can hold like a sir or lord title because they're selling fucking.
Maybe that just be like in government,
It's
because there aren't any American titles. So
it's not a governmental title. It's like a rank of.
It's an honor.
Yeah, it's an honor. It shows that it's status. Really, it's a status. Really, so like a higher status apparently.
I'm getting claustrophobic just watching that girl in the dryer.
That's fair.
Holy shit! Like
that bubble wrap is beautiful. Holy fuck! Yeah, fair enough. They've definitely updated bubble wrap since my time as a kid.
Yeah, for sure.
It's all fancy and cylindrical now.
why? Are you
Although I do
pulling
prefer
from
the
the
bubble
hand?
wrap I grew up with.
oh yeah, man, you just sit there and pop on that for like good long while. The old school bubble wrap.
Fuck, just get a giant package and lay it down after, especially when you're like a young kid in the single digits and roll all over it.
Oh, that is a very strong slap.
Yeah,
I am catching
that's the
up.
front of the box there, and a nice little cutout for the bat signal on the game board inside. It's the same, and you'll see here it's the same on both sides.
Where'd you pick this up from? The game?
Yeah, it was a Kickstarter going around from Cryptozoic. Quiz had shared it out, and I seen it, and I just donated to be a part of it, and waited like over a year for it now, and it finally got here on Friday.
Oh, that's cool.
I almost didn't get it too because like I was sitting here all day waiting to hear the knock on the door, and I had the phone with the tracking number on display right in front of me, and I'm just sitting here, no sound playing, no nothing, just waiting for the knock on the door. And then all of a sudden I look over, I'm going back and forth between computer screens, and on the way from the left one to the right one, I see my phone in the middle there, and it's green. It's like, oh, delivery has been made at approximately 10 minutes ago from when I saw it. So I'm like, oh shit. Stop what I'm doing, go to the door. Oh, okay, well, it's not out here. Go to the mailbox. Okay, well, it's not out there. Go back home. Still not out front. Go check out back. Well, it's not out back. Well, that's odd. Fucking. So I look on the app, and it's like, yeah, it was delivered. No signature required. Put on the front step or front door. I'm like, my front door or what you think is my front door? Because I'm not seeing it here. So, I waited a few minutes just in case it was like a preemptive thing or something like that. Someone was just trying to save time and did it as they were on the way to the house and thinking that maybe I wouldn't be home or whatever and give them time to fucking come get it. Sure shit, no, nothing there. I checked everywhere 3 times at least. And then, so I put in a thing. It's like, yeah, it's telling me it's delivered, but I'm not seeing it. It turns out it was just a couple houses down. He made it to the wrong one, but I got it in the end. That's all that matters, obviously.
Well, as long as you got it in the end, because it would be pretty bad if they just decided, hey, free package, I'll just take that.
Right. But yeah. So yeah, it came in 2 separate boxes. That top one there, now that's light. That's pretty easy to grab and flip over and stuff. All the weight is in the bottom box down there on the floor there still. That's where all the heaviest stuff is, the game board and the books and all the pieces and whatnot. This is just the minis, the figurines here that I'm opening up right now. And yeah, I know I'm blocking the shot a lot, but you're not missing much really. I'm just opening it and getting it ready for you guys to see. Yeah, it's got the plastic covering over it, so you can't really make it out. I didn't realize it because as I was opening it, I was trying to make it so you guys could see as much as possible when I was recording it. Because this is the first time I've ever done something, probably the only, if not one of the few times I'll do it. But yeah, so I'm gonna grab a few figurines here, and I'm going to grab this one. I'm going to show it and realize that even when the blur does stop and it focuses, it's too dark, and then it'll cut to when I've opened the blinds there. So give me a minute here. There you go. So that's Captain Yendel. That's supposed to be Captain Yendel from the Dark Knight Returns series. There, the one who replaces Jim Gordon after he retires.
Okay.
Not bad. Let's see. This one, speaking of which, no, this one is, I don't remember who this one is, just some crazy broad by the looks of it.
Are you going to paint all these minis? Are you going to bust out the quiz paints and turn this into a paint stream?
You know, Quiz was asking me this last night. There you go. So, yeah, I don't know who this is supposed to be. Maybe it's supposed to be like old Selena or some other woman. I can't remember.
Yeah, that looks like old Catwoman.
Yeah, I thought maybe she was a little fatter and had more fur on her coat, on her dress, but I can't remember. Here's Jim Gordon, and I'll pause once I get focused just so I can finish answering Terry. There we go. So yeah, I was telling Quiz I got the game yesterday. The person in this video is exactly as evil as Delahazed. You know, that is not inaccurate. That is an entirely accurate statement, Costin. But yeah, as I was showing Quiz's game, he was asking me, he's like, "Yeah, so you're gonna be painting those minis?" I went, huh? And I'm just like, you know, I might, or I might just have to use this as an excuse to come to a certain part of a certain neighboring country, you know, and visit a certain minion of the zoo. Just saying.
I am proudly a non-painter. Whatever color they come in the box is what color I play with them as. So
right?
Typically gray.
I have imagination. That's good enough for me.
I don't have imagination, and gray is perfect for that.
The world is so many shades of gray.
If I had a friend who, like Quiz, would color them, by all means. But I'm not going to do it.
Now, I'm going to go back because it takes me till after I'm almost putting this away to realize it. But take a look at that hand right there. That looks a little off, right? It's like
yes.
Either that hand is too short or that coat is too long. And then, yeah, see, this is where I noticed it right there. It's like, oh, yeah, look at that hand. Yeah. I took out the audio because, like, I didn't think to start talking about till partway through. And then I was like, you know what? I'll just do my own audio afterwards when I was done making it. I'm like, so. And then here's Two-Face post-op, which is why he's all bandaged up. In the movie version, probably the same thing in the comic version, likely too. He had a surgery to even up his face so that the scarred half looks like the normal half again and stuff like that. And then he's ended up having a psychotic break where he thinks both sides look scarred and goes back on to his old ways and stuff like that. So here's Here's the Joker. If I can ever get it to stop blurring.
Nice.
And you'll notice most of the figurines have like a clearish or a translucent gray base, but the Joker here has a green one, and some of the other ones have different color ones too, like blue or red. So I think that's a nice touch for certain characters, and like the one over there beside the Joker that I just put back has a white one, and then Superman here has a blue one. Same as one of the Batmans having a blue one too, I believe.
Now, is this like a board game or?
Yeah. And then speaking of Batman, so there's the old school old man Batman, big and buff and bulky and whatnot. And then like most of them, he's got the clear base. And then here is the Batman with the exosuit for when he's fighting Superman.
Cool.
Batfleck.
Before Batfleck ruined it. And then this is the heaviest part of all the important shit, the board game and all the other pieces, the die and whatnot is all in here. Sorry, the dice, the different dice.
See, you guys give Affleck crap. I have nothing bad to say about it because I didn't watch it. That's the worst thing I can say about any of the Ben Affleck Batman movies. And it's not anything against Ben Affleck.
You can say about any of the Batfleck movies.
Well, no, it's not. It's not anything against him in particular. Just, I checked out on Batman after Christian Bale.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, the first Batman movie came out in 1989. How many have we had? How many different Batmen have there been? I'm tapping out. I'm done. You know, I enjoy the character, but I'm tired of seeing movie after movie. You know,
I think I want to thank the Flashpoint for giving us Thomas Wayne as Batman. That was a nice little change of pace for a hot second. But otherwise, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So yeah, right away I open up the book and there's the game rules for this book. The game is divided into 4 different quote unquote books.
Okay.
And each of them is approximately 90 minutes long for the gameplay itself.
So these are like 4 individual games you can play that are 90 minutes long and whatnot?
It's all one story spread apart into 4 90-minute parts.
Oh, so this is like a marathon game night kind of thing.
Oh, yeah. And it does have an optional 2-player mode or even a hardcore mode for the single player. But yeah, that'll be something to look into later on, stuff like that. And then, so yeah, right there you see all the cutout pieces that are right there. I'm just organizing the books and whatnot in my hands at the moment. Believe it or not, I was actually looking for this part because I to cut out, but I couldn't find it. So right away, there's the first book. It's the core game as well as the first book's rules. And what I'm putting out right now is that the thickness of the book itself. I was originally expecting something like smaller and thicker, but instead I got this. Now compared to the second, third, and fourth book, which are all that thin, tells you that made me question how is this going to take 90 minutes. But I'm like, okay, it's probably not as simple as like this is making me think it looks, but so that's gonna be fun to find out. But yeah.
Now, are you gonna be like playing this with other folks, or are you just gonna try out the single player mode?
Well, I'm definitely gonna try out single player mode just so I can at least get an understanding or some practice and stuff like that, and then go
single
from there.
Single player is the best player.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. The only one that could beat me is myself, really. But yeah, this is the first book right there. I'm gonna spend a boring amount of time going through it slightly faster as I go along. But yeah, it's just table of contents and like explanation of the board game and all the stuff like that is what it is, and then it'll get into the game one rules and story and stuff like that of how to play. There's also I also noticed there's a chapter in the table of contents for book one called How to Lose. Isn't it just by not winning? Like, I'm pretty sure if my character dies, which is an option, that I lose, right? Is that not how this works? But yeah, I'll be reading up on that and stuff like that another time for sure. And then yeah, that's book 2 right there, I think.
Devil Fruit Zero wants to know the name of the game. So,
the name of the game is Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. The game. Let me pull up something here so I can, if you want to check out, because I was looking earlier to see, and I was right. I just got to find it again. There it is. If you want to check it out, there's that link I just dropped in the chat. And yeah, so it's got that nice little dice bag right there. That's pretty cool. And then all the different dice here. First ones are all the diamond and square ones, of course. Different action ones. And then all the Batarang dice.
that's pretty cool. Batarang dice.
Now, I'm a little disappointed because like the POW is only on 2 different sides of the dice, but out of like 4. But at the same time, I think that's all you really need, really, because I'm sure.
Isn't that the point?
I'm sure if you needed more, well, I mean, like the word POW is only on 2 out of the 4 sides, but like at
No,
the
but
same
isn't that the point? Don't you roll the die to see whether you get a POW or not?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I haven't fully gone through it yet. But yeah, that's probably what it is too. So yeah. And then yeah, I got a nice little whiteboard marker because I'll be using that on the game board apparently from what little I did read. And then those looks like some extra stand bases for whatever reasons, just in case. Some cards I'm looking at. Oh yeah, the round sequence cards.
Okay.
Oh, okay. And then that's something for the end of book 4 right there. So protect historic buildings. Yeah.
So is there like a story, like with the different books?
Yeah, it's based off the actual comic story.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking at the link Della dropped, and that does sound pretty cool.
Yeah.
Game is played over the course of 4 epic books, with the results of each carrying over to the next. Each book features unique rules, allies, abilities, and epic boss battles. They use epic.
If it wasn't so expensive to have it sent to Australia, I would have jumped on the Kickstarter. But no, the price is pretty crazy.
You can also play each book standalone with setup instructions for easy, normal, and hard modes. Mm-hmm. There's even a versus mode that lets one player can take control of Batman's enemies. Okay, now that sounds fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I don't even want to know what the shipping to Australia would cost, but that's $65. It's like, I don't got that kind of scratch just laying around. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You've got to convert that to Australian, then add the shipping. You can
right.
Yeah, I'll sit this one out.
Are you guys still like 70 some odd cents to the American dollar?
Like
Something like that, yeah.
I was wondering what the fluctuation might have been with the exchange rates.
65 US dollars is $86.53 Australian.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. 1 Canadian dollar is now 80 American cents.
Oh, it comes out to exactly 75 cents. So one Aussie dollar is 75 US cents exactly. Apparently, according to Tock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and yeah, I wasn't even trying to pop them out, but that one piece, I think another one might have accidentally popped out while I was grabbing these ones to show off. But those are all the other pieces of the game board that I'm going to be using. I'm going to wait until I've got some spring cleaning I'm working on right now. Once I get that done, I can rearrange things and get it set up for doing recording or streaming of me figuring out how to play this game and stuff like that. So I think that'll be fun, at least for me. And then here's the board game itself. So yeah, there's where certain card decks are going to go. The intake pile and the outtake pile. There's up at the top left there's a doomsday counter, and then all sorts of status bars right here where I'm pointing to right now for health and stuff like that. I don't know what I'm saying. I can't remember, and it doesn't really matter anyways. It's probably a bunch of nonsense knowing me. But yeah, that's basically it. And like I said, I'll probably go more in depth in another time. But for now, that's basically all there is to it. Just a quick run through. I didn't know how much time I had to use the space, so wanted to be quick. And plus, I was doing this on a phone, so I didn't want to do too much with whatever quality I had going. So.
I tell you what, since it's a 2-player game, Dylan, if you can figure out a way to record the board,
play over Discord.
I'll play with you.
Well, what if I that's what I'm thinking. That's what I mean by a setup. Gonna get things set up. I'm gonna be moving my desk around once I finish getting the cleaning, and then I've got this small table in my room that I could set up behind it. And if I could figure out how to get the camera angle above it, I could put the board game on the table and then use all the pieces and stuff like that. And if I ever do get to have a second player, I could do it so that way they see the board from the top POV and I can move their pieces for them as they tell, and then they can confirm visually if I'm doing it right, kind of thing, right? So they know I'm not fucking them over, kind of thing. But yeah, that's just an idea and stuff like that. Who knows what'll happen? Did I lose everyone or?
Oh no, I'm typing.
Oh, okay.
No, I got distracted by Twitter. My bad.
No, that's fair. That's fair. It's all good. It's good.
Apparently, bringing up stuff from 2016 with Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Oh boy.
Because that was the Oscar So White one. It was that long ago that I first heard about that trending. I guess now.
Wow.
There's a meme here I'm seeing with the someone he's putting the Biden sticker on the gas pump.
Yeah, I saw that one earlier. No.
Excuse me.
It's what?
What?
Johnny started saying it's something. Trailed off.
No, I was just rambling.
Okay, Grandpa, time for bed.
Don't forget to take your medicine.
Yeah.
Actually, I do.
Shit's getting too
No,
real.
I had a pretty busy Sunday. Had to do some yard work, laundry, make a couple meals up, and all the other usual nonsense. But did you guys listen to any of the Sunday streams going on today?
Nope.
Define listen.
I don't know. Tune in, listen, watch, however you consume your media.
I had streams playing on my computer with the volume up on
And
this
then no.
Sunday. Does that count?
I'd say no.
I was just wondering if you guys listen to anything cool today, or fun or interesting.
I even forgot that Frosted was doing Street Theater today. So that's how little I've been engaging with like YouTube and like other people. Really, it's like Gunsky cancelled Quippers, so it's like, okay, so I've got nothing to do until Minions, and then I get a message from Keeve saying, "Why aren't you watching Mystery Science Theater?" It's like, oh shit, forgot about that.
The MST 3K thing. I always mean to swing by and catch one of those. I just never end up having I'm listening to something else or busy, otherwise engaged.
No, fine. Let's see. Frosted got his D-Live taken down because copyright material. This is really interesting because we got a message saying, please don't stream copyrighted material on D-Live. I was like, is that just like a generic message or is that a warning? I mean, oh well, let's just keep watching. And then about 3 minutes later, it's like, oh, the stream died.
I like what Frosted said. Della defines listen like Kentanji Jackson defines woman.
Yeah.
Frosted, you hate me. I get it. No, it's just usually got. Ask Johnny. How long has it been since we did a Sunday stream? A good long while, right?
It's been quite a while.
It's been a fair bit of time, yeah, that's for sure.
And I think generally our last torture stream is the last time we did the Sunday stream.
And I only made it to like the last half of that one. So no, it's one of those things. Like I always mean to. Is like one of these days, man. I'm gonna get around to one of those viewings. It just hasn't happened yet.
Do you use Discord much?
Yes and no, I suppose. That's the only thing when I'm not at the house, the only notifications and stuff I get on Discord are for like videos that are
okay. Because I was going to say, if you join Frost's Discord, you'll like get messages. Like he put like at everyone when he puts the Watch Together link to watch.
No, like I'm in Frost's Discord.
Okay.
I didn't see the 5 notifications for his Discord server until I got back home.
Oi, Frosted, what do you mean, you people? What are you trying to say, bud?
You people probably don't even appreciate paper or wholemeal meat.
I mean, I like pepperoni. They make pepperoni, don't they?
Pepperoni's good.
So, ha!
I'd go for pepperoni.
Damn it, now I want a pepperoni pizza, and it's too late to get one.
You son of a bitch. Look what you've done. Are you happy now? Are you proud of yourself?
Well, it's funny because D-Live never used to actually be like that. They didn't care at the beginning, but then again.
Well, no one ever cares at the beginning. It's just a matter of how long until they do care is what I see.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, oh, yeah, you saying that now too? That's all right. Start the clock.
Well, Coco, I mean, I enjoy eating just straight pepperoni. That's fine. That's cool.
right?
But right now, I also want some carbs. So yeah, pepperoni
mean,
pizza, best of both
cold-
worlds.
Cold pepperoni is great too, but I mean, why not throw some fucking cheese with that on some bread and make a sandwich out of it? If you're not going to put it on a pizza, that is. Just saying, just saying. Nothing wrong with just cold pepperoni. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, why not go the extra step and make it even better? Indians, Canadians, foreigners, Indians, devil fruit. Try to answer my question.
Okay, well, I feel like this is like Jeopardy. I know the answers now, but what's the question again?
What do you mean by you people?
Oh, gotcha.
And I played 4 different licensed songs before the episode even started. D-Live didn't say shit. It was the raw. That was the right type of copyright to be playing, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes you don't want pizza. We're not talking all about pizza no more, Coco. Come off it.
And this is not one of those times. I know this is one of those times I do want pizza, so there's that as well.
Right? Oh man, I get paid on Thursday. I hope that local pizza place nearby is still serving them Batman shaped or bat signal shaped pizzas on that day.
Oh, and speaking of pizza, did you guys see they were talking about? So the reporter for the staff reporter for the Atlantic was tweeting about how the pizzeria in Poland, where the 82nd Airborne ordered their pizzas that Joe Biden took part in.
What?
Oh, did you not see that?
Why would I?
I'm pretty sure Monkey showed him talking in Poland. Maybe you would have seen them talking about him sitting visiting with the troops.
If Monkey's been on for long enough, he's in the background while I'm doing something else and I'm listening. I don't really.
Yeah. Anyway, when he was in Poland,
fan.
he went and saw members of the 82nd Airborne. They were eating pizza. They ordered a bunch of pizzas from a local pizzeria in Poland. And the staff reporter for the Atlantic was saying how people are calling. They're getting so many orders for this. They want to have that pizza that he had, the spicy pepperoni pizza.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
Like, yeah, they probably want to get one before those food shortages hit. He did warn us about it. They want to get while the getting's good.
Right.
So, but yeah, ever since I saw that, I want pepperoni pizza. It's damn good marketing. Congrats to that pizzeria in Poland.
You think they can deliver over?
Oh God, no! I don't know.
5,000 miles.
No, but the whole spicy pepperoni pizza, like they've had a Pizza Hut advertisement running with Craig Robinson for spicy pepperoni pizza. It's like, I never would have thought of having a spice. Now I kind of want one. If not, just try at least a slice, see if I like it or not. But I'm not big on spicy food.
No, I was reading chat.
Ah,
you got some funny people in chat,
I've heard that rumor. That's
I'm not so convinced it's rumor no more. I mean, the facts are there before you. All you got to do is look, and I know that's a lot of effort, but maybe one day you'll make an exception. Maybe. I won't hold my breath though.
Kikinoe says, I love spicy food, which I saw English people consider ketchup to be spicy, which I thought was funny.
That's hilarious.
I find it getting to be too sweet these days. I
Fair.
mean, maybe that's just American ketchup is loaded with sugar. I don't know.
Well, I think England and Australia call it tomato sauce, so maybe ketchup is somewhat different. Maybe it's like a different recipe or something, but yeah, I remember there was like an English person saying, "Oh, this is too spicy. I can't handle ketchup," or something like that.
Frost has said, "I can't prove Chad is funny. I'm not a biologist."
It's
Well,
true.
Well, I mean,
you got to have a
books aren't
lab.
everything, but they're everything.
You got to be a biologist and have a lab to figure out these things.
I can go to the pet foundation or the pet adoption place, whatever, and get a lab.
And Devil Fruit says, "Habanero is my limit." That's. I never understood the people who want like really really spicy food and stuff. Or like spicy wings. Like
Some people
I
like
probably
meat.
on wings, like I'm not going past like honey barbecue. Like, no, man, I want flavor. I don't want heat.
I like spicy
Something-
chips and stuff like that, and some spicy food once in a while. But I try to keep it at the limit because, like, at a certain point, it may be good going down, but coming out later on, it just burns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to shit fire. So yeah,
Exactly. So I limit myself to a certain extent, and it's just like, okay, I've had my experiments. I know what's good and what's dangerous. Cat's up where? Better get it down before it makes a mess.
They're probably up a tree. That's usually where cats get stuck. Is like up trees.
Oh, let me get my Superman mini.
Yeah.
and Raymond Lewis says he can't eat anything with jalapeno pepper in them. That's too damn spicy. I don't know. I think I probably the occasional jalapeno. Like I don't want anything. I see some people have like nachos with just covered in jalapenos. Like, nope, that's too many.
Mm-hmm.
A few here and there, maybe.
Just like Frosted is saying, spicy is good, but it shouldn't be so spicy it overwhelms the flavor. That's true.
Jalapeno, that's baby.
I mean, to each their own, man. Like everyone's got their own different tolerance levels for certain things, and I'm not going to judge you.
I don't want to burn my
Not
mouth.
seriously, at least.
Like I don't see the value in that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't understand the appeal of having something that causes you pain while you eat it. So I'll have mild chili, but I'm not going to be like let's see if I can scorch my taste buds off my tongue.
Hey, I remember that episode of The Simpsons. I got that reference.
Yeah.
No, it's not for me. I don't like mild chili is good. If it's actually hot that it's painful, then I'm going to eat something that doesn't hurt me. I'm going to take Johnny's parting words to heart. I don't like pain. It hurts me.
Exactly.
That is fair. Those are some good parting words. Johnny should remember those once in a while.
And keep saying like non-spicy beanless chili. That's what I usually put on like chili dogs.
Fair.
If I'm just eating like a bowl of chili, I don't mind it having beans and maybe a little bit of a kick to it. But again, like it's like like I think we all agree with Frosted. Spicy is good. It just shouldn't be overwhelming. I just don't want a lot of spice.
I'm intrigued by this Sweet Baby Ray's wing sauce. Do they actually have sauce specifically for chicken wings? Because that seems very narrow. I would have thought that.
Have you never seen like hot ones?
No, I'm familiar with like putting hot sauce on wings, but this sounds like it's specifically for wings, as in like you put this on wings and nothing else, because this is wing sauce, not just generic hot sauce.
I think calling it wing sauce is more like a guideline than a hard and fast rule.
Yeah, it's probably like do they expected it to be more popular for wings, so they market it towards that, but it's not limited to just wings.
That makes sense. I mean, obviously, you can.
And what was the flavor on that Sweet Baby Ray's there?
Like,
is it just called wing sauce, or does it have like a flavor attached to it?
Like obviously, you can buy wing sauce and put it on anything you want, but I just find it interesting that it's specified. This is for wings. It just seems strange to me.
That's fair.
Oh, and Frosted breaks the rules. He dips chicken strips in it. Those are not wings, sir. I will report you to the Sauce Police.
Those are boneless wings.
Well, I would wager that a boneless wing is a nugget.
I think
A
nugget is
nugget
more
by
of
any
a
other name would
descriptor.
taste just as sweet dipped in sauce.
I'm sure nugget is just a descriptor of an actual category. Yeah.
Well, don't they call them wangs?
Wangs.
Wangs.
Well, it's not wang.
W-Y-N-G.
Coco is the police. Well, do you have a warrant?
Am I being detained?
I mean, I have a warrant, but I can't play it on stream, or else the channel will get taken down.
I was
What was
waiting
it?
for
Oh.
I was waiting for Della to ask to speak to an
Cherry
admiral.
pie?
I mean, can you think of any other?
Is the warrant that you're talking about the band that sings Cherry Pie?
Yes.
Yeah. They're actually a good band. Like they had other songs that
Oh, yeah.
besides that one.
No, I'm
They're
just
really
ignorant.
good.
Oh, we're
I
not
am
being
good.
detained. They don't have a warrant. They're only the Sauce Police. Okay.
Oh, okay, I'm good.
See, I can appreciate and respect a public servant who is limited in their authority and scope. such as that.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm not comfortable showing my sauce without a warrant.
Yeah. I wonder what the Sauce Police brutality is like though. That is all wins.
That sounds so bad for what I had in mind.
Getting slapped with like chicken tenders.
I'm such a terrible person. Yeah. Good enough. Good enough.
Oh, and Jim Beam is the law. Okay. Well, now I'm confused about all the different jurisdictions that we've got going on in chat.
Yeah. Well.
We got the Sauce Police. I don't know exactly. I think Jim Beam. Are you like? Do you do like bird law? Like which part of the law are you upholding?
Coconoa says, "We just take your sauce, smack you with the bottle, and leave." Ha! None of my sauce comes in a bottle, baby.
Frosted. He had 5 bottles of sauce with intent to distribute.
Frosted, I am the batch master.
That is from MST. That's a reference to basically an ad for Hormel meat products. It was basically just showing how they were made, and one of the people in there was the batch master, and Frosted has taken the name upon himself.
Fair enough.
See, now I feel really fat because now I want pepperoni pizza and
The tin of Spam.
no, I was gonna say like chicken tenders, but
Right. I want a
Like-
pepperoni pizza with chicken tenders cut up on the pepperoni pizza as well.
I've never been crazy about mixing my foods like that. Like I'll have like one and then the other.
I've
Yeah.
always been like that since I was a kid.
I'm not knocking somebody like that.
I'm not complaining if anyone was knocking me. I'm just saying I've always been that weird person that always likes to combine their food. Like,
I have fairly bland taste in food, I suppose. I don't even bother with sauce half the time.
fair enough.
I like to play around with the whole pineapple on pizza meme, but really all I really go for is like pepperoni or meat lovers, occasional supreme pizza. I'm not that adventurous with my pizza.
I pretend to be like fighting the great fight against pineapple on pizza, but I don't actually care.
I mean, as long as I don't have to eat it, I don't give a shit. But I'll still make
Exactly.
fun of you for it. Just
Like,
No,
try
man,
not
like,
to get agitated about it. And it won't be
as
so
much
bad.
fun as it is to declare war against Johnny for his culinary crimes, I don't actually care. He's
Yeah.
pineapple on pizza.
I mean, he'll learn his flaws when he gets down to hell and suffers the same fate as Hitler.
You want to know one thing my dad did, which was a total dick move every time he'd order Hawaiian pizza, is he would put onions in half of it.
Oh.
So
And
you
he
would
was
eat
one
the
of the...
other half?
And so he wouldn't tell me which half has the onions because he would have it hidden under the cheese. And he knows I fucking hate onions. And so he's just like, all right, here we go. And then I would take and just, start eating.
Your dad made you play Russian roulette with pizza. That is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's messed up, dude.
Because he wanted me to like onions.
Why? What does he care?
Now I could see if he had like onions on top of the cheese on half the pizza, just so you could see like which half was his. It's like, no, this is mine. Don't touch it. You don't like this shit. Leave me mine.
Oh no, he's one of those. He was one of those. If you touch it, it's yours.
Yeah.
And you're not getting another piece until you finish.
Yeah.
Oh, that's. Why would you want? I cannot understand wanting to make somebody like a particular type of food.
Well, he was also, and this is the greatest Thanksgiving ever. He tried to get me to eat a Brussels sprout after me and my mother both told him that this is a horrible idea.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, we're not leaving the table until he eats one.
Oh, that's not happening.
And I took a fork and I stabbed one in. I'm like, you're absolutely sure about this? Because he's seen it to where like I'll eat something and then I'll gag. And then he goes, no, he's gonna eat this. And my mom's just like, this is not gonna end well.
This is not gonna end well at all.
And so I took a bite, and it like, I don't know how my mom made it. It was like boiled in butter or something like that. But just as soon as the flavor hit my mouth, I threw up all over the table.
Nice.
And my dad's like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have had him do that. like no shit.
Yeah, I was not a fan of the vegetables growing up, but I found that I don't mind Brussels sprouts as an adult. As long as I have like a I don't know, something else good to eat with it. Plenty of butter, plenty of salt. I can whatever.
It does depend how they're prepared. I don't know how she did it, but my brother's girlfriend made Brussels sprouts for Christmas a couple of years ago, and she brought them around, and they were passable. I mean, considering what Brussels sprouts usually taste like, these were actually not bad. So it is possible to make them taste better, but
I'm
on
having
their own,
PTSD
they're
from this.
What?
I'm having PTSD from this shit.
Oh, come off it, you little snowflake.
No.
And Beth Castleman says, pineapple on pizza isn't bad. Only the people who eat it are.
Exactly.
I'll wear that. In a world of Neanderthals, I wear it with the fucking badge of honor.
Yeah, Coco, I would agree with that. I would also say it's probably a combination of that and parents are like, oh, no, you're gonna eat what I prepared. Do it. Like when I was growing up, it was I was told repeatedly is like that kitchen is not a restaurant. Like you're gonna eat what we prepare, or you're not gonna eat.
Then I'm not gonna eat. Well, he won't eat anything. I don't understand.
Well, luckily for me, my mom made enough food that I liked that I never went hungry.
Yeah.
She was kind of cool in the fact that like, okay, they're not going to eat this, so I'm not going to prepare that. She reasonable lady when it came to why do this work if they're not going to eat it. Her husband, he was more that want to be hard nosed, clean your plate and kind of bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you're not the one that's got to eat this. I do. I'm full. Leave me alone.
So
Yeah,
Frosted
it's
has
funny.
terrible taste. He doesn't like shepherd's pie. I will say anything with lamb in it is good, and shepherd's pie has to have lamb in it, otherwise it's not shepherd's pie.
Yeah,
Never had it, so
yeah. I know that you will you will eat what I make, or you will eat nothing crap couldn't work when I was growing up, because all I had to do was say that I guess I won't eat, and my mom was like, "Oh, because of that one time where I actually went through starvation as a kid because my stomach wasn't working properly and I couldn't keep any food down when I ate, so I was always hungry for whatever amount of time." So she was like, "I'm not going through that again. Just give him what he wants."
So what all is in a shepherd's pie, Terry?
Oh, it's just a meat pie with like potato on the top, mashed potato.
Yeah, it's delicious.
With mashed potato on top?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think I've only ever eaten it like hamburger,
And
mashed potatoes, and some cheese on top.
Yeah, bastardized versions.
Yeah.
Frosted, if you used beef, then it wasn't a shepherd's pie. It was a cottage pie.
I was just
Sanguine
gonna
has taught
say.
us all the Sanguine has taught us all the difference between the two. That was not a shepherd's pie.
I learned it on the job because part of one of my jobs at a kitchen I used to prep at was to make cottage pie in the mornings.
I mean, if I was hungry and you offered me a shepherd's pie, I probably wouldn't refuse. I'd at least try it. Like I said, I never had one, so. But I mean, that doesn't sound bad based on what you're describing.
Yeah, no, I like shepherd's pie.
Yeah, it's good.
And Kokonoe is saying that he made it into a YouTube video. Someone used his gameplay footage of him playing a fighting game. And that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Sounds like a medieval porno.
I'd watch it.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. My only claim to fame is my comments have been in YouTube videos, but not me. Not just words I've put in the chat, in the comment section. But if that counts, I've been in a Steve Shives video. I find that amazing that of all the people, Steve Shives was the first one to pronounce my name almost correctly. Like before everyone found out how to pronounce it, and they were just using Monkey's pronunciation. Steve Shives was the only one who guessed almost correctly. It was pretty funny.
That's awesome. I always enjoyed the memory of Scribe first trying to say my name and struggling, and then Monkey being right there to tell him how it's pronounced with no problem. It's like, that's got to be embarrassing for Scribe. Now, in all fairness, at the time I was using the every other letter was capitalized for.
Yeah.
For
Delahazed.
Yeah, exactly. So after that, I was like, as much as I liked, all I wanted was the capitalized Z, and I'm like, I can get that any other time. If it's going to cause people that much trouble to read my name, let me just simplify it for you guys. But yeah, that was funny. It's like, no, it's Delahazed. Oh, thank you, Monkey.
Yeah.
JB says I couldn't even tell you what Shives is up to anymore. I hadn't heard about him in a good long while.
No, I don't know what he's been doing.
I don't give a fuck what Shives is up to.
Well, there was a while there where, like, when everyone was making,
videos about him,
response videos and whatnot. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But like, once that fell off, like I hadn't heard anything about him. Of course,
Which goes to show you the only thing keeping Christy and her friends relevant was the fact that there were so many videos about them, because once that stopped, no one gave two thoughts about Christy Winters or Chrissy Ossity or any of those idiots.
I haven't seen any of them on Twitter in a
Yeah.
long time now that I think about it.
It's it was funny when I accidentally told Prospero the pronunciation of my name. She was like mortified that she'd been saying it wrong all this time.
Oh yeah.
Because I was just telling a story about like when I was at work, and I said people were always asking, "Can I speak to Mrs. Diamantis?" She's like, "Wait, how did you pronounce your name?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, right. I'm sorry about that."
He's probably sitting there watching his wife getting fucked as we speak, Clamel.
I mean, probably. I think he's kind of into that.
Okay. Am I
he
supposed to know
can-
who Bridget is?
I don't know who Bridget is, but Steve is probably playing with his stuffed animals while his wife gets plowed.
Well, it's not his
Could
wife
be.
anymore. That's the last I heard about him.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't even know that. That's how little I've cared about Steve Shives.
Yeah, that's fair.
If there's a divorce and you don't feel bad, did you really care in the first place?
Oh, I
I
never
mean-
cared about Steve Shives except as the laughter fodder.
Exactly.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, she's in
Oh,
chat
okay.
for his TEDx streams. Okay, well, I am not. That explains why I don't know.
Yeah, I don't watch TEDx streams.
I don't watch
I
TEDx.
love-
I wouldn't watch TEDx streams.
I love Scribe, but I can't handle those TEDx streams. That
Right?
hurts too much.
I respect any man who could put himself through that kind of punishment, especially because I cannot. But I'm not going to join you in it either. I'm going to be there for your spirit.
And this is
Over
coming from one of
here.
the guys who does streams watching bad comedy. You
Yeah.
know?
No,
Like those TEDx.
Even calling
Yeah,
it bad comedy is an insult to comedy, to be honest.
but
I'll
do
watch
think
Hannah
Scribe
Gatsby.
works
I'll watch
better
Amy
with-
Schumer. I'll watch Sarah Silverman.
And it's absolutely hilarious that I've invited Scribe for a torture stream, and I told him which one up front what I wanted to watch, and he's like, "Well, I'll get back to you."
This
You're like, nope.
is why you don't tell them up front.
Well,
And
I
I
don't
do-
think there would be any other way to get Scribe on the stream up, like
But
without
I
being.
do think Scribe
upfront
works better
about
with
it.
Monkey. Like Monkey and Scribe is a good team. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know. I don't like Scribe as much on his own. I think he needs Monkey to bounce off.
That's fair.
It's the same with Jack Cochran. Jack on his own is fine, but it's not until you put him with Monkey that it really sort of gels and it becomes like so much better.
Mhm.
Well, I liked Scribe's videos, the like the Expatriate Games series he had about like the immigration law and whatnot, and then I did watch his the one true crime one he did about the dude in Colorado with his family. You know, I like his stuff. You know, standalone stuff. It's just those TEDx's get just flat weird fast sometimes, and it's like, nope, I can't keep track of this. Sorry, even with the bingo board, no. You know,
Fair enough. JB says, I miss Lord of the Knights in general. Satsu, haven't seen him in forever. Satsu has been mostly doing stuff over on Twitch, and I think he's been uploading
yeah, he's been
some
uploading like
stuff on
gaming
YouTube,
stuff.
but he's mostly been streaming on Twitch. I think last
But also, he's been focusing more on gaming and cooking than his Satsu 2 cents videos, which is what I sub to him for. So I
That
haven't watched
too.
Satsu in ages.
that too. Yeah, so
And yeah, Frosted is pretty good, pretty right. All streamers are better with a co-host. Even Monkey can carry a show on his own, but he's much better if he's got someone to talk to.
yes.
Well, yeah, it's always you know, I don't know, more fun at least, you know, for me to have someone to bounce stuff off of. That's why I don't stream by myself.
Mm-hmm.
If you liked the Lizzo TED Talk, Keeper Dam, Lizzo's got a series on Amazon.
Yeah, they were.
Trying to find fat girls.
Yeah. Harry was shown part of that last night. Part of like the advert. advertisement for it. Not tune into that either. Sorry, that's a different kind of pain.
Watching Scribe descend into madness is the best part. That's fair. That's fair. I can understand that, but
Well, I mean, if I could passively watch that, okay, sure. But I'm in the same boat right along with him.
exactly.
So
If one of you lovely folks want to watch it and then just cut out all the bits that aren't that, so I can watch the non-boring parts, that's fine. That's fine.
yeah, like Scribe needs like a clip channel of his like the streams, like the
Certain
descent into madness.
reactions or
A
whatever.
few
stuff like
moments later,
Right.
I'd sub to that if there was like a clips channel of his TEDx stuff.
There you go.
But
Yeah,
I'm not going to sit there for an hour or however long they go for and watch an entire TED talk because
There you go. That's an idea for Scribe.
Now I do occasionally catch like when he has like somebody else on, like when he would have like Sinatra or Satsu. I think he had one with Kurt Metzger too, didn't he, Keeverdam?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Now see, I'll catch those just so that way, then you could kind of get that experience of watching somebody else's reaction to the car crash.
Now I gotta say, the Kurt Metzger thing has been phenomenal.
Although he and Sinatra were on, or Scribe and Sinatra were on Kurt Metzger's. I haven't got around to watching that one yet. I need to put that in the queue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't seen that one yet either.
Real quick, Devil Fruit's saying too much work. That is fair, which is why I'm suggesting it and not doing it myself.
But also, regardless of the context, that is a true statement. Too much work.
Right.
Don't bother.
Yep.
You can't possibly fail streaming check. You either stream or you don't stream. There's nothing else.
Leave him alone. He's just sending out invitations to the pity party.
Okay, fair enough. Just trying to be supportive, but that's if that's what's going on, that's what's going on. Okay.
I love how Dela's avatar is supposed to look like Batman and he's channeling Yoda.
Yo. Bat Yodella. I like it. But yeah, fair enough. Let's see what else we got here.
He pre-reads the articles for the corner because a lot of the times it'll have a cool, like a catchy headline, and then the actual article won't be any good at all. And more people need to do that because there's been so many times I've watched a YouTube video and like the guy hasn't read it beforehand, so it's just like, oh, there's really not much to this, is there? And they still post the video.
Yeah, I hate that.
I'd rather do that on a stream than do it on a video.
Yeah, like in a stream, you've got a bit more leeway because you're
happening in
doing
real
it live.
time.
Yeah.
But if you pre-record it, realize that there's nothing of value, and then upload it anyway, that's kind of dodgy.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I fell for clickbait.
Yeah.
Well, fuck.
I like how Keeverdam's like, so how about them Blue Devils? And you do realize only one of us gets the sports ball references on the stream, right?
Oh, that's a sports reference. Okay.
Yeah, and that would be the one on the bottom right.
So, what sport do the Blue Devils play?
Well, that's the school mascot for Duke University, and Keeverdam would be referencing basketball, it being March and all. Duke made the Final Four in the college basketball tournament. along with North Carolina, Villanova, and I can't remember the fourth team.
The University of No One Gives a Shit.
That I've heard of.
Oh yeah, isn't their mascot the shit sandwich?
Or a giant douche. I forget which one.
I mean, isn't that the same thing?
Well, like the big story in college basketball this year was they have the tournament bracketed out, right? You have different seeds, to determine your ranking, and a 15th ranked team, a 15 seed, actually made it to the Elite Eight for the first time. I don't know, ever. I think does not happen.
JB says, what if those in the left really are just a bunch of trolls? Could it really be as simple as we are just being fucked with? Dare to dream. Dare to dream there.
Man, get that dog to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I don't really pay that close attention to sports anymore. I used to pay a lot of attention when I was a kid. I used to enjoy watching, like all of the different sports championships, the big ones at least here in the U.S. Baseball, basketball, football. I think I stopped watching. I think I stopped watching sports regularly around the same time I stopped giving a fuck about the Oscars. So 99, 2000, somewhere around then.
Fair.
But I realize that if I'm gonna pay attention to like a college sport, it's gonna be football, because for the most part, all the college football games during the season are on Saturday. You might have the occasional Thursday game or something like that, but it's usually all just Saturday.
Right.
And we've got the two big schools in Oklahoma, is the University of Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. So like they break in for the broadcasts on radio, which is how I usually listen, pay attention to the sports, would be listening to it on the radio instead of on TV. Basketball season, it could be like a Tuesday night, and all of a sudden, boom, they're broadcasting. It's like, but I wanted to listen to something else, Football, I could plan around, my listening habits.
Jim Bean's asking if we seen Will Smith slap the shit out of Chris Rock at the Oscars. Yeah, some of us have seen it.
That's literally the only thing I've seen from the Oscars. I don't give a shit what's going on. That I liked it just from the memes.
Yeah.
If that hadn't happened, I wouldn't have known the Oscars were even happening. That is how little I care about the Oscars. Like, when people did that, it's like, oh, the Oscars on.
I saw them start trying to hype the Oscars this afternoon. Like Twitter Live was, on the red carpet or whatever. And then a couple articles from I think Washington Post or New York Times, their Oscar coverage when I was scrolling through Twitter earlier this evening. Other than that, the only thing else I've heard about the Oscars was a chatter in Blonde and Matt's stream, Cinema Donation, bemoaning the fact that they had to watch the Oscars with their spouse.
The man slapped a man for making a joke about his wife that he then laughed at, and then goes on and claims an award and cries about it. Fuck off, man.
Yeah, I'd say it's at least a toss-up that was staged.
Yeah, I'm not gonna doubt either or.
Like bare minimum, that's bare minimum 50-50.
Yeah, I'd say so. But it's just so funny watching that clip that's going around on Twitter. Mm-hmm. He tells the joke calling her fucking G.I. Jane 2, and then all of a sudden Will's laughing, she's rolling her eyes, and then the next thing you know, Will's all like, "I'm gonna slap the shit out of you and fucking cuss you out and keep my wife's name out your mouth, bitch." I'm
And
all
people are
tough and
calling
shit.
him a cuck because he is a cuck. Keep it in.
Yeah,
There's a reason for it.
yeah,
Like in the literal definition of the word cuckold, he is a cuck. So
Like I said, every couple of years I learn something new about Will Smith and his wife that I didn't want to know, didn't ask to know. You know, this knowledge was forced upon me
exactly.
by society at large, and I do not appreciate it.
Yeah, this is just unnecessary. It's unnecessary, damn it.
I could believe that the whole thing was actually like
Ah,
scripted, or not scripted but staged. Like
Well,
to get someone actually talking about the Oscars, which
Yeah,
no one has
that's-
given a shit about for a decade.
that would be my cynical take. Like, that's why I said, 50-50. That's the cynical part of me right there, saying, yeah, I mean, they're jumping the shark because nobody pays attention to the Oscars.
Yeah.
Viewership's been falling steadily year over year for however long.
I think I got the biggest kick out of this picture.
Oh, here, let me.
I've seen that one, yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
It's
No, that's
awesome.
that's the one that I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, this would never. That's right, Terry. This would never happen if James Avery was still alive.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. Boy, who told you to act like that? I did not raise you to act like that.
Apparently, like at the Oscars, Tyler Perry and Denzel Washington pulled Will Smith aside afterward before he won his Oscar.
Oh yeah, probably. Someone had to pull him aside for that. Fuck.
But yeah, dude walked up on stage, slapped another man, went back to his seat, and then yelled profanity on network television. And nobody did anything about it in the moment. Everyone just sat there like, so this is happening.
That also is why I think it could have been staged, because
I believe the
been a
people in the
reaction.
audience are coward enough to just sit there and let it happen.
Mm-hmm. But no, I was just thinking, because James Avery is dead, have you seen any turtles getting uppity? Because without Shredder, who's keeping those guys in line?
Wait.
Bro.
James Avery was Shredder?
He was.
Yeah.
In the Ninja Turtle movies?
No, in the cartoon.
Not
Oh,
in the
the
live
cartoon.
action movies, but
Okay.
in the TV
voice.
series, the cartoon.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen the cartoons. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's I couldn't believe it when I found out either. It's like, wait, really? And then I went back and it's like, holy shit, it is.
Frosted black on black crime.
Which is why no one cares about it.
I think he did the voice of the Joker too.
Oh wow.
The Joker, wasn't that Mark Hamill?
Yeah, he did, but it was I
Like
think
in
it
a
was
period before Mark Hamill took it?
no, it was after. I think it was Raven,
Yeah.
maybe.
Hadn't seen that one yet, but it fits.
Yeah. Well, I seen it right under this one right here. So.
Going back to that 2016 when they're talking about when Chris Rock hosted, he had a joke about Jada Smith from there too.
Oh.
I guess Jada had said something about the Oscars. Was she the one behind the Oscars So White push?
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe.
I've never given a shit about the Oscars, so I don't know.
No, I did like the Oscars as a kid, but the green guy who lived in a can in Sesame Street, he was pretty cool.
Oh, that Oscar was cool. That Oscar was cool.
Yeah. Coolest motherfucker on Sesame Street, yeah.
I mean, Only reason to watch.
Probably says a lot that he was my favorite character as a kid. Was Oscar the Grouch.
Frosted Glass says I think she was behind it though. So
Used to really like "I Hate Christmas" was a song that Oscar sang.
Yeah, I think was that Chris Rock joke is like Jada Smith complaining about the Oscars is like me complaining about not getting into about complaining about Rihanna's panties. Like I didn't get an invite.
I just saw JP's comment. I'll let Della answer that one.
Is he saying a boot on purpose? This rustles my jimmies. Well, I don't know. Did you just type "this rustles my jimmies" on purpose? Because that razzes my berries. Yes, I say a boot on purpose. Although, believe it or not, I've been doing it so long that there are a few times I say it not on purpose, both on stream and in IRL.
It must be pretty funny.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm doing it on purpose. Sometimes I'm not. It's a lottery.
Although, I mean, if you really wanted to step your game up, you should throw Hoser into the mix occasionally too, just so you know.
You know, I did try to do that at the beginning, but this was enough effort.
It's gonna be you have to do it with people who are like old enough to remember like Operation Canadian Bacon and stuff.
Well, I'll just bring it back regardless. Right now, I'm just in a low kind of phase. Like I'm not really doing much. When I start going back and like when I've got time to start doing actual content and get streams going and stuff like that again with better computer stuff, I'll make an effort then. But for now, I'll just stick with the boots and the occasional.
JB, I'm not your guy, friend.
I'm not your friend, buddy.
And Frosted, I'm not your buddy, guy.
Perfect timing. I love it. Where was that picture?
And Coco says that puts my knickers in a twist. Well, knickers in a twist, and Jimmy's have been rustled.
I mean, doesn't everyone put their knickers in a twist, have we moved on from those days?
Well, I don't wear knickers, so
I could make that joke without YouTube catching on, right? They're not that smart, right?
YouTube is not smart at all.
Thank you. You guys are smart enough though, so I'm not worried about that. See, that one wasn't even intentional. That one was legit not intentional.
Hey, when's the last time you guys ever thought about Gab?
Who?
The Twitter alternative Gab.
There was a whole thing with what's the other one? Geta or Parler. There was a whole thing where people were bitching out. I think it was Parler and saying you should have just stuck with Gab. At least they care about free speech.
Well, I hadn't thought about them in a while because, I mean, I have an account over there. I'm never going to look at it.
No, me neither.
I look at the Gab account even less than I look at my Minds account.
I don't look at either of them.
Occasionally, I'll go over to Minds like, oh yeah, like I'll go over there just long enough to realize like they have some of that crypto or whatever. It's like, okay, how do I actually turn that into money?
I don't know.
And then I'll forget all about it, and then just repeat the cycle, a few months later down the road.
There was a big move to jump over to Minds because Twitter censorship, and like all big moves to jump to another platform, it didn't go anywhere.
Well, you guys heard about Elon Musk tweeting about maybe starting a social media thing, like is a new platform needed?
Yeah, I saw that.
And the Gab account, the Gab Twitter account, it already exists. Gab.com. It's like
the
fact that you had to tweet this first of all.
But did Elon Musk say, yeah, but we want a good one?
Well, no. Like the screenshot that I'm looking at, somebody posted, that Gab response like that, and somebody says, "No sports on Gab. I can't convert until that happens." No sports on Gab. Now, last I heard about Gab, it was like no porn on Gab. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
You don't want porn, whatever. No sports, really. The Gab account comes back. Sports idolatry is why men in this country are so weak and effeminate. Your country's being invaded and destroyed, and you're watching sports ball. Sad.
No, but like, I wouldn't have a problem with the no porn thing if Gab didn't sell themselves as free speech. That is the problem for me. If they said we are conservative Twitter and we have conservative guidelines, it's like, okay, yeah, banning porn makes perfect sense. You're conservative. But they're saying we're free speech Twitter and we ban certain content. No. Words have meanings. So if they hadn't pretended to be the pro free speech platform, I would have no problem with them.
Yeah, pretty much. But I just thought that was like no sports. That like JB said, that's an odd rule.
For us,
And I'm wondering, is Gab supposed to be like a conservative, like Christian type?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
why does it sound like a conservative Muslim type of?
Well, there's more overlap than you think. If you go down to fundamentalism, they've both got very similar fundamentals.
They should ban sports and allow porn.
I remember someone on here explaining to me how porn is covered under the First Amendment, if I remember correctly, says JB.
Mm-hmm. I forget who it was, but yeah, that's been discussed on Minions before.
That does not shock me. I just don't remember, which is natural.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Yeah.
It wasn't any of us,
was probably
likely.
someone like Hammer or Harry or...
My guess would be probably like Skep and Prospero may have talked about it, and in regards to like Supreme Court cases or something like that.
Something like that.
Oh, well.
I just think it's funny at one point in time, like 9 dudes had to go into a room and watch porn together to do their job.
Well. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up here for tonight. Unless you guys had anything else you wanted to discuss.
Nope.
Watch porn with your friends. You may end up being a Supreme Court justice at some point.
Good advice.
Or at the very least, you might make more friends.
Also true.
Yeah, all right. I guess we'll go around with party thoughts. Terry, what you got for us?
Let's see. Screw D Live for taking down Frosted Stream. There you go.
Fair enough. All right. And Johnny, what do you got, bud?
I'll go with an old Chris Rock joke. There are 3 things that women need in life: food, water, and compliments.
All right. And Camel, do you got one, or was that it?
I don't know how you expect me to top that pearl of wisdom about watching porn with friends, Della.
Just wanted to make sure, bud. Just wanted to make sure. All right. Well, guys, now I will say, as always, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show, and I hope you liked the crappy little unboxing video I did. More importantly, I hope we didn't bore you too much with what we talked about. That one was on purpose. And be sure to come by tomorrow night when Quiz is hosting with the paid stream, as per usual, on Mondays or Tuesdays if you're Australian. Keep an eye out on both Twitter and or Discord to know when he's going live, as he does tend to go earlier than most of us. And we will be sure to share out the link when we can, so someone will help you find it if you can't. Otherwise, yeah, I will see you guys probably next week. Until then, keep your eyes peeled for G.I. Jane 2 starring Jada Pinkett Smith. I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.